This would be the time that the men of the Lord would come up and they would state their registry. La Yashala. I Madyam, which means to stand. Wa Panyahak Wadam and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kwadash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakufka, Taba'a, Batazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, the thunder Noah. Let me see, make sure that's perfect. Lacham, Lanawa, Lacham, Kau, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawak Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawak Yanawa, Wala'a, Tabaya'a Nawa, Banasayawan, Abor, Hawashai Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wata, Prawa, La Awalamyam, Aman. In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever, so be it. We're going to get Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. It's like we're going to get Yahakak, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahawashai, Babukoshai, Natanda Nawa, Hakak, Lama Pa'a, Kamakhala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamadazarayim, Hakak, Lahakoyam, Hamafiam, Hakak, Avahawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarashan, Ba'ashim Yahawashai, Tubada Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Give bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha'ala, Wahaba Yasapayim, Ba'ashim Yahushua, the Wada Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel and the school. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'a, Ayanya, Ahoharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Wagalaka, Al Yanawam, Shemorka, Hana, La'a Yanawam, Wala'a Yashan, Shawamar Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemorka, Yahweh Tazalka, Al Yadi Yamyanka, Yawamam Hashemash, La'ayaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamorka, Makaurai, Yashamor Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamor Tazafka, Wabawa'aka, Maita, Wa'aid, Awalam Aman. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Damayalaka, Al Dacharash, Wa Al Dashakwat, Al Kayahana, Awayabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Aimaka, Ya Arayamwa, Savad, Wayataya Aitazuwa, Al Tuzupuandika, Amorwa, Lakawa, Wanakakida, Magoya, Walaaya Zakar, Shum Yasha'ala, Aiwad, Kayana, Wa Aitazawa, Lab, Yakhadwa, Aljaka, Baryat, Yakorathwa, Ahalya, Adawam, Wayashama Aliyam, Mawa'aba wa Hagoyim, Gabal wa Amawan wa Amalak Palashaf Am Yashab Yatazawar, Gama Ashawar, Nalawa Imam Hayawa Zabawai Labanya Lawat Salah, Aisha Laham Kamadyan, Kasayasa Ba'a Kayabyan Barakal, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa Ba'ayanda Ara Hayawa, Daman La Adama, Shayatamwa Narayama wa Ka'aiba wa Kazaaba wa Kazabat wa Kazalmanai, Kal Nasayakamwa, Ashar Amorwa Nayabashal Nawa Afna Awa Alahayim Alahaya Shayatumba Kagaldala Kakwash Lapanya Baka Kaash the Baira Yaira Wakalahaba the Lahat Haryam Khan the Radatma Basa Araka Wabasaba Papka Tabahalam Mala'a Panyaham Kolawan Wayabakwashwa Shamka Yahawa Yabashwa Wayabahalwa Aida Ai Wayakapwarwa Waya Abadwa Waya da Iowa, Kaya Ata Shamkaya Hawa Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kala, Bataza Aman. In the English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have hoped in the children of Lot Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes as Zabah, and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burns for wood, as the flames set up the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabium, which means to be seated. All right, Shalom, Israel. So this is the Sabbath service. Shalom, Lord in Christ, everybody. This is the Virginia Sabbath service. All right, remember the Sabbath service is a high holy day. All right, the Sabbath service is a high holy day. Make sure you guys make it to the Sabbath service. Make sure you guys are making it to the Lord's Sabbath service. This is where you learn your culture. This is where you learn your heritage. This is where you learn how to speak the Hebrew. This is where you learn the customs of the Lord. So like this is also where you learn your history. Like there's a lot, like there's a lot of it. All right, a lot to know. All right, a lot to know. So keep that in mind. So we're gonna go into I believe we left off in Exodus chapter 17. All right, Exodus chapter 17, and I want to say not Exodus chapter 17. Y'all was gonna let me say that. Numbers chapter 17. All right. And I want to say we left off at, we're going to start at verse 8. Let's see. Okay, here we go. There we go. I think we're at 20. Hold on one second. Okay, Con, we're about to finish it out. So we're gonna start at verse 22. All right. So the backdrop of everything before we continue, where we left off was the Lord told Moses to tell the children of Israel to let everyone grab their staffs or grab a rod staff. This is what the Lord was saying, and you would grab the staff, and it would have the pedigrees of your father, right? It was according to the houses of your father, and so you would write your father's name, the head of that family, or the head of that house, or the head of those tribes, all right, and then and you would know, all right, and you would know, okay, I come from this lineage. Eventually, that became like the spirit of it became like a household practice of where every family had a staff within their home, all right, and then it would be passed down from generations of the fathers, all right. That was like a practice, but this is where this practice comes from right here, all right. The Lord told the children of Israel to grab the staff of the head of each tribe, and it was going to put it into the temple, and the Lord was going to show you, based off of what staff blossomed, is who the Lord was going to be with. And so we're going to start at verse 22 in the Hebrew. All right. Numbers chapter 17, verse 22 in the Hebrew. Wayanak Mashah At Hama'ait Slakia Hamata Lapanya Yahweh Baal Slakia Baal Ha'aidat, verse 23. Wayahaya Mamacharat, Wayaba'a, Masha, Aul, Ahal, Ha'adid, Ha'aidwat, Ha'aid, Salakia. Let me see. Ha'aidwat, Kan, Ha'aidwat, Wahana, Parak, Mata, Ha'aran, Labayat, Lawaya, it's like a lawyer. Wayataza'a, Parak, Wayataza'a, Tazayataza, 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 Wayagamal, Shaquadium, and it's Tazayataza, right? Tazayataza. Verse 24. Wayataza'a, Masha Av Kal, Hamata, Malapanya, Yahweh Al Kal, Banya Yasha'ala, Wayara'awa, Wayakwakwa Ayash, Ayash, Matawa. Verse 25. Wayamor Yahweh Al Masha Hashab, Af Mata, Ha'aran, Lapanya, Ha'aidwa, Lama Shamar, like a Lama Shamarat. Shamarat. There we go. To guard. Lama Shamarat. La'awa. La Banya Moria. What to call. Thalawan. Thalawanathma. Khan. Thawalanathma. Ma'auya. Wala'a. Yamafwa. Verse 26. Waya Aisha Masha Ka Ashar Tazawa Yahweh Athwa Khan Aisha. Verse 27. Waya Amarat, like verse 27. Waya Amarathwa Banya Yasha'ala Al Mashala Amar Han Gawa'ainwa Aban, like it Abadanwa Kalanwa. It's like Kalnawa. It's like Abadnawa. Let's restart that real quick. It's like it. Verse 27 from the top. Waya Amarathwa Banya Sha'ala Al Mashala Amar Hana Gawa'ainawa Abadnawa Kalnawa Abadnawa. That's how you properly say it. Now the reason why I started over because I was saying them. I was saying those words incorrectly. All right. It's very important that you're saying these words properly. All right. You want to make sure you're saying the Hebrew properly. You don't want to say these words incorrectly. That's why I started over when I said waya amor wa banya yasha ala al mashala amor when I said Han, Gawai Nawa. Gawai is his own word, then Nawa, Gawai Nawa, Abad Nawa, Kau Nawa, Abad Nawa. All right. You want to make sure you're saying these words correctly. Verse 28. Kal Hakarab, Hakarab Al Masha Mashakan, Mashakan Yahweh Yamawak Ha'am, Yamawak Ha'am, the Manwa, like the Manwa Lagawai. All right. Let's get it in the English. I'm gonna finish it out. So, Laki, if I could, I'm gonna finish it out, and I'm gonna start at verse. I'm gonna start at verse 8. Numbers chapter 17, verse 8. And it came to pass that on morrow Moses went into the tabernacle of witness, and behold, the rod of Aaron for the house of Levi was budded, and brought forth buds and bloomed blossoms and yielded almonds. Verse 9. And Moses brought out all the rods from morning the Lord unto all the children of Israel, and they looked and took every man his rod. And the Lord said unto Moses, Bring Aaron's rod again before the testimony to be kept for a token against the rebels, and thou shalt quite take away, they shall quite take away their murmurings from me, that they die not. Verse 11. And Moses did so as the Lord commanded him, and so did he. Verse 12. And the children of Israel spake unto Moses, saying, Behold, we die, we perish, we all perish. Verse 13. Whosoever cometh anything near unto the tabernacle of the Lord shall die, shall we be consumed with dying. And so, all right, and so to break this down, like this is what the Lord wanted to realize. The Lord had to make the Israelites understand who was in charge and who was in power and who the Lord gave authority to. Like that's something so important that we have to realize. The Lord raised up a certain man to be in charge of the nation of Israel, and no one else and none else. All right. Today, until Christ returns, is 13 Shield, Commanding General Yohana. You understand? Until Christ returns, that's who is in charge of the children of Israel. That's who's in charge of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You may not like it, but we don't care. It's not about what you like. It's about what's best for you. And in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we're in it for your best interest. We're not in it for our own gain. We're in it for your best interest, for the nation's interest, for the children of Israel. So we can all be saved. There's nothing selfish about that. That's why we pray for the kingdom of heaven. I pray you guys understand. Amadium, which means it stands, just us up here. La Yashala. This will be the time that the men of the Lord, the priest of the Lord, will come up and they will salute the Torah. Amadim, which means to stand. Wapanyaha Kodam face the east. We're going to pray of the curses. Let's get the prayer of the curses. The prayer of the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and the drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Kamikaze, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of that people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always, so be it. Sar, which means return. Yashab Yun to be seated for the sisters. Men of Israel, we're going to give a courage salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Madam Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Barakathum, Yanamata, Shah Allah Agwafim, and in turn to the sisters. Men of Israel, we're going to give a courage salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Madam Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Yanamata. With that, class dismissed.